Okay.
Good morning, Doug.
Good morning.
As Jalen Hurts will start for you guys this week, what are you looking to see from him, not just on-field production this week at practice and Sunday against the Saints, but also from the leadership aspect as he steps into the starting role?
Yeah, I mean that's big, for Jalen to just go out there this week and obviously take control of the huddle like quarterbacks do, and just lead the way. He knows how. I'm not, and nor do I want him to. I can think about when I played. They said, hey, don't go be Brett Favre, be Doug Pederson. So that's my message to him: be Jalen Hurts, right, and do the things that he can do, and really. I think from an offensive perspective, just run the show, right? Just run it how he sees it, and we'll coach him up through the week and get him prepared.
Good, Marcus, and then Paul.
Morning, Doug. How good do you think Carson Wentz can still be? What does he have to do to sort of hit that level to continue to improve? And what is your plan right now to get him on that path?
I think Carson Wentz can be an exceptional quarterback in this league, and he's proven that, right? He back in 17, 18, last year. And we got to continue to battle and fight and work and work with him individually, work with him within the confines of the offense, the structure, and just get back to being Carson Wentz and back on track. And so that's my focus with him, and to just get him back to the level of play that we all know that he has shown us and that he is capable of doing.
Are there specific things he needs to improve on, things that you'll focus on the rest of this season and going forward?
Well, look, I can't predict what's going to happen next week or the last three games, but I know this week we can begin that process of just beginning to improve and getting better and seeing things a little bit differently, and without getting into a lot of specifics, this is not the time to do that, but that's just the way I envision it. That's the way I will communicate that to him, and as we go this week.
Go ahead, Paul, and then Jeff McLean.
Yeah, Doug. Beyond Jalen not being more than himself, as you mentioned with the Brett Favre comparison, what's going to be his biggest challenge Sunday, and how important is it going to be for you to find ways to get him some early success?
Well, I think in order to get him success, right, you've got to attempt and try to establish a little bit of the run game that helps, and he can be a part of that, I think, and just go out and maybe try to find some easy completions, right, the quick game, or a screen here and there, something that can just kind of get him into the flow of the game. This is the number one defense. It's no easy task. Obviously, he's facing a really good opponent this week. So, it's our job as coaches. It's my job as a play caller to try to help him that way and get into the flow of the game, and we'll see what happens from there.
A quick follow, Doug. They have not faced, looking at their schedule and the quarterbacks they've faced this year, they really haven't faced a quarterback with his running ability. Does that present an advantage, a little bit of an advantage at all?
Not for us, because all eyes are on the quarterback. You're right. They haven't seen this type of quarterback this season. So you may see more zone coverage. You may see maybe a little more man on the outside and spy a safety or a linebacker. There's all kinds of things that the teams will do. We have to be prepared for everything as coaches, and then as players, we go play.
Thanks, Jeff, and then Tim.
Doug, I know you didn't make the final decision on drafting Jalen Hurts, but you said you were on board. So did you ever consider this scenario playing out with Carson playing so bad that he would be benched by game 12?
No, I mean, Jeff, no, you never. I never thought of that. I mean, we're talking way back in April. Am I sitting here thinking that this was going to happen? No, and it's kind of a hypothetical, but
Yeah, but when you're
nobody.
drafting, shouldn't you consider that? Shouldn't you consider that? Shouldn't that be something because it's actually played out that way?
No, because listen, I going back. I mean, we had. Are we where we want to be as a team? No. Are we beat up and banged up and got a ton of guys, on injured reserve? Yes. Are we not playing well? Yes. Are we not coaching well? Yes. We need to do a lot of things better. I don't take Carson Wentz out of it. I didn't expect us to be in this situation back in April. So let's just start there. Has nothing to do with Carson. Has everything to do with obviously the team and where we are. And my expectation was definitely, and it still is, extremely high for this football team. But I didn't expect us to be here. No.
Tim, and then Zach.
Doug, you said after the loss to Cleveland that benching Wentz would send the wrong message to the locker room that the season is over. So are we to take that you feel like the season is over now that Wentz is on the sideline, or what changed?
No, that was a comment a couple weeks ago. My expectation is to go out and prepare and try to win every game we play. Listen, just like I said after the football game Sunday, I was looking for a spark from our offense, and a lot of times it comes from, putting your quarterback on the bench for the backup, and that's all I'm looking for here. I'm looking for a little spark, a little shot in the arm to kind of pick the offense up, and everybody, listen, everybody around Jalen or around Carson has to elevate their game. We can't do this. They can't do this alone, right? They can't do that. It's impossible to attack, an opponent with just one guy. So, but I fully expect our guys to go out, play hard, and do everything they can to try and win.
Zach, and then Les.
Hey, good morning, Doug. When we spoke to you on Monday, you still hadn't reached this decision. Can you take us through how you came to this decision, how you communicated it to the quarterbacks, and what factors were considered?
Yeah, I'm not going to get into all that because that's personal with me and them, and I'll just say that I communicated with both of them on Monday night and came to this conclusion.
Les, and then Dave.
Hi, Doug. When you were speaking with Dave Pederson yesterday, you seemed to make a big point of using the phrase "this week." How are we to take that? What is your plan here going forward? Do you see this as something just for this week, or what?
Les, I don't have a crystal ball. I can't predict the future, right? I mean, come on. I mean, that's all I can focus on is today and getting our team prepared today and getting our guys ready for Sunday.
Thanks. Dave, and then Rob Motti.
Hey, Doug, for however long Carson is not the starter, what do you expect from him, and what do you want him to gain from this experience?
Yeah, I would expect him to be a professional and obviously support his teammates and support Jalen, through this, and then continue to work on his craft and continue to improve. And that's what leaders do. It's not always. Sometimes it's not always the easiest thing. In my position, you make tough choices and tough decisions, and then as players, whatever the decision is made, you have to own that and take responsibility yourself. So I expect him to rally his troops, rally the guys, be supportive, and lead the team as well.
Rob, and then John McMullen.
Doug, you've said for several weeks that this isn't all on Carson, that there's a lot of blame to be spread around with the offense and the struggles that you guys have had. A move like this would indicate that you're putting more blame on Carson. Is that the case, or do you just feel that you want to allow him an opportunity to take a step back? And will he be the backup on Sunday, or will he be inactive and just take a mental break?
Well, we'll see how the week goes as far as that, to answer that part of the question. We'll see how the week goes, but I would expect him to be that. And as far as I drew a blank on your question. Repeat your question, the first part of it.
I was talking about the blame. When you make a move like this, it appears that the blame is now being put solely on Carson Wentz, that he's the reason for the offense's failures, when you've said all along that that's not the case.
Right. Yeah. No, I don't believe that. I do think that obviously there is a lot of issues with the offense. Obviously the quarterback position is just a part of it. But listen, we all got to be part of the solution now and not part of the problem, right? So we're looking ahead. We're looking to fix things and not dwell in the past. And so this is not all on Carson. And it's something that I did express to him, and I have expressed to him throughout the course of the season. But we all understand we have to coach and play better, and that's where we're at. And so we're just taking it one day at a time. But we're trying to get everybody, with again, look at there's a chance for another offensive line change potentially. I mean, there's all kinds of things that are receivers. There's all kinds of stuff on offense. So it is what it is. It's where we're at, and we're not going to make excuses. We're gonna work hard today and prepare.
John and then Bo.
Hey, Doug. You mentioned kind of leadership and what you expect from Carson moving forward. In a lot of ways, that position is defined by leadership. What have you seen behind the scenes from Jalen that makes you think he can lead this team? And how difficult has it been for him in this environment where so much is virtual?
Oh, I've seen a lot of leadership, especially with some of the young players that are kind of in his class, right? The guys that came in with him. I mean, he embraces them. He works with them every day. He with the scout team and providing the look to our defense. And he leads a lot by example. He's not a vocal type guy, but he leads more by example and how he plays. And I think that's something that's going to carry over now into this opportunity for him. And the virtual, as far as that goes, again, we've made it work, and the walkthroughs have been beneficial to all our players to get more snaps in a walkthrough session than we would say a practice. So all of that combined, we haven't had any issues when it comes to learning the information through the virtual aspect of the day.
We have time for two more, so we'll wrap up with Bo and then Daniel Gallen.
Doug, you mentioned some possible offensive line changes. As you look for a spark on offense, are there changes you're going to make elsewhere? I think specifically with Jason Peters and Alshon Jeffrey.
Well, with those two guys, I got to see today just how they're feeling. I mean, both those guys are sore and haven't made a firm commitment yet either way. And so it could be another change. It's always a possibility. But like I said, we'll have the next guy up. We'll have him ready to go, and hopefully these guys get healthy this week and can give us something in the game.
Daniel.
Hey, Doug, after the game on Sunday, Carson said he personally didn't really see the need, to take a step back, to look at the big picture of things. I mean, how do you make sure that this experience for him turns into a positive? What do you need to do behind the scenes with him?
We just got to keep communicating and just talk and work through these issues, and got to get him back to the level that he's capable of playing at, and got a lot of belief and a lot of confidence still in him. This is just an opportunity to kind of look at it, with different eyes, through a different lens, and sometimes that can be beneficial. But yet he has to embrace that too, right? He has to understand and kind of look at it that way, and in order for us to kind of work through this.
Thanks, Coach.